Hello to everybody out there. Today's video, I've got a tip for all you newbies to TIG welding, which I include myself in this. I've been welding my whole life. Started with stick actually started with gas and then went to stick and MIG and been doing MIG welding, not as a welder, but as a hobbyist my whole life. So I went out, seeing how these cheap China TIG machines have gotten to the point where you can afford them. I just bought one just to play around with it a little bit. The one I bought was a Yes welder, but I've got a tip for you. When you buy one of these things, and I don't know if the good welders, how they're, the name brand, Lincolns and Millers and ESOBs and all them, I have no idea how their welders come, but these, cheap ones come with the TIG torch. Actually, this is a replacement TIG torch. My original TIG torch is up there. I didn't like the handle on it. I didn't like this bulky handle on this one that came with it. Although with that one, the cord for it was a lot better than the replacement one I picked up. I like the handle on this one a lot better, but when I got it, it became very aware to me that compared to the stock one that came with it, but I believe even with that one, I would do the same thing that I'm going to tell you about. Get rid of, they have the gas line and the foot pedal or the trigger cable wrapped in what I believe is just shrink wrap. Okay, and it is god-awful stiff. At least this one was terribly stiff. When I was trying to weld, I was noticing that it was fighting me all the time. When I was trying to twist it around or, work with my weld, it was constantly tugging and fighting with me. And so first thing you need to do is get rid of that sheathing that comes with it. They sell on Amazon this one's denim looking, and it's a TIG torch cable protector. So that's what I'm going to do. I already cut, obviously I cut that stiff, and I mean that stuff was stiff. Shrink wrap off of the thing, and this hose that's inside of it, and the wire is really, for any lack of better words, like a supple. It twists and a lot easier than it did with that stuff on it. So I would suggest, if you're having a hard time getting comfortable and the cable is pulling on you in ways where you got to kind of fight it to twist the torch handle where you need it, get rid of that damn shrink wrap sheathing around it and get yourself the cloth one. I think it will help you tremendously. Have fun. Okay, so I ended up putting that on, and it works out wonderfully. The only thing is, I think it was 11 feet long, and this TIG cable is not that long, so I had to kind of bunch it up there towards the welder end, which makes that a little bit stiffer. So I may end up cutting a couple feet off of that in order to let it lie the way, without being all bunched up like that. But that's a task for another day. But yeah, I didn't run a bead, but I ran some practice passes, just fake passes, and it seems to be much more flexible without that shrink wrap on there. So give it a try, folks. It's only I think these welding things are $7 or $8, something like that. They're not really expensive. So I suggest you order one up, give it a shot. Talk to you soon.